Welcome to The Daily Dish with New York Times bestselling author Leanne Ely. Putting vibrancy back into your everyday life and feeding your heart, mind, body, and soul. Join us every day at 1 p.m. Eastern for Motivational Monday, Tuesday's Tip, Wise Woman's Wednesday, Thirsty Thursday, Food Fight Friday, and of course Q&A, where no question is off limits, and Soulful Saturday. Here is your host, Leanne Ely, and The Daily Dish.
Hello, everyone. Welcome. It's Motivational Monday. I'm excited about today. I hope you are too. It's good to have everybody here. I'm not seeing a single solitary soul, though. How weird is that? Okay, well, I'll just sit here and talk to myself. That's cool. This has never happened, though. Oh, Shauna, thank you. Thank you for showing up. There they all come. Hello. Hi, Shauna. Lisa. Lisha's here. Good to see you. Emily. Good to see you all. Sarah. You think my hair looks pretty? I think my hair looks like it really needs a good cutting. That's all. I just blow dry it. I can't. My dog loves to blow dry my hair with me and screams and yells when it's time to go. Catherine's in the house. So's Debbie. Flynn is here. She's Hot Melt 30 hashtagging already. And by the way, I look like an athlete. Hey, wait, there it is. Do you see that? That's a gun right there, guys. That's a gun. Yeah, isn't this a great t-shirt? Yes, you see a sunburn. I will. You do see a sunburn. I was at, this is just from taking the dog and going out. And also the other thing that I did was we were scrubbing the boat down. Oh my gosh, can I just tell you about the boat? That boat is getting cleaned up, and Mark was looking at all the different things that we can do to make it more compatible to more people for Full Bloom, which is happening in September right here. Hi, Diane. Good to see you. Suzanne, thank you. She says I look a lot younger with my hair down. I'll go with that. Debbie is in the house. So's Betsy. Janet's here. Jane's here. Look at everybody. Thank you so much for showing up. It's good to see you all. I am a strong woman. Thank you, Jane. I am. Hi, Jocelyn and Angie. Simone, we haven't seen you in a long time. I do have big guns. I've got big guns. Anyway, working on, I'm a work in progress. What can I tell you? And I'm also doubling down on my teas. I've got 2 teas going on here. Anyway, it's Monday, Motivational Monday. And wait till you hear what I'm talking about. It is V week. That's what we decided on last Friday. Listen, you guys can make suggestions. I'm always going to listen. And V week, today is about a vast, vivid vision. How's that for V's? You like that one? Yay! Hello there, Catherine. Margaret's in the house. So is Jennifer. Eileen. Good to see. There's Corliss. Of course she's here. It's good to see every single one of you. Every single one of you. Yeah, I know. I look at, we have to have our expectations based on where we are right now, and we don't base them on all the nonsense that we see out there of the airbrushed Instagram, models and all of that. You know what? I'm just very pleased with myself. And I'm very pleased because I have stayed consistent and because I am making progress. And that's what that is all about. So there, right? Jackie understands. So does Margot, so does Carla, and so does Elizabeth. And I'm so glad you're all here, by the way. Our quote of the week is going to blow your socks right off your feet. Are you ready, Jane? Jane's got big guns and she cannot lie. You and Sarah, you're working it today, aren't you? Here we go. You ready? Here it is. If you do the bare minimum, expect bare minimum results. You want to be great? Work to be great. Nothing just happens. Let me tell you a little about J.J. Watt. Okay, J.J. Watt is I think he's not a tight end. He's a defense lineman for the Arizona Cardinals. This guy is 6'5", 288 pounds, and his arms, get this, 34 inches around. Can you imagine? 34 inches around. That's bigger That's bigger than my waist. That's huge. I can't even see arms like that, right? Can you see arms like that? Absolutely. Sarah said that quote blew my full bloom flip-flops off. Yes, it does. But let me just tell you, this guy eats 7 meals a day. He goes to bed at 7 o'clock at night. He plays full out. This guy is dedicated. This guy has a very vivid, fast vision for his life and what he wants to do. He was born in 1989. I mean, he's, my daughter's age, a little bit older, maybe one more. But I was just so impressed. Here I am quoting a 30-year-old, 31-year-old, but he's got it. He gets it. And he's all in, and he's playing full out. And this is what we're called to do. And this is why we're doing it. Also, on my little calendar, I've got my little calendar of the day. You want to hear, this is going to blow you away too. Tiffany's there with you, Joanne. That's so cool. Well, hi, Allison and Pamela. I just see there. Yeah, I know. Isn't this so funny? Lucy's in the house too. Good to see you. Pamela, I'm so glad you're here, Joanne. And you give Tiffany a hug for me. Suzanne's there. So nice. Get this one. Hesitation is the crack that all your favorite excuses will burst through, drown out your resolve, and sweep you back to the safety of your comfort zone. I'm sorry, today is Cosmic 2x4. Did I tell you that? Isn't that just like, that blow you away? Yeah. Don't we all do that? We all hesitate. We all say, well, can I just mention that hesitation has no place in a woman who's vibrant? A woman who's striving to live vibrantly, a woman who's on the path to a vibrant life doesn't hesitate. She goes all in and she says, you know what? That's me. I'm in. And tonight, for those of you who are part of the Hot Melt 30, speaking of being in, we're going all out. I'm going to show you what a typical day looks like. We're going to go through the checklist. I've got everything written out. You're going to be getting handouts for it. So if you already have the Hot Melt 30, don't worry, you're going to be getting your email. If you haven't purchased your Hot Melt 30 yet, get on it. Would you please? SaveMeDinner.com/30. That whole page is going to explain the thing from top to bottom. And as a matter of fact, Jerry just jumped in. I saw Jerry just jump in, and I was so impressed with her. You know what? You know what I'm impressed with about Jerry? She was like, oh, okay, that sounds good. Done. I'm impressed with that. And I'm impressed with all of you who jump and say, let's do this. This is how we get to cast the vast and vivid visions for our lives. We do things that are outside of our comfort zones. We do things that say, you know what? I'm in. You know what? I don't want just bare minimum results. I want the whole thing. Great doesn't just happen. You know what great is? Great is the result of your great effort. You in? I swear I'm on fire today. Can you tell? If you want to drop fire bombs, I'm there. I love your fire bombs. So go ahead. Drop the fire bombs. Vanessa, I'm glad you're here because you are the one who said it's V week. And today we're doing a vast, vivid vision. And you guys, this is fire. This whole thing is fire. It's going to light you up. If you are part of the Hot Melt 32, this is your preamble, sisters. There you go. There's my fire bombs. There's my fire bombs. If you're in, this is going to light you up. This is going to put a match to that little bubbling pot that you've got going on. Boom, bubba, boom, bubba, boom. Yeah, I'm all about that. And I don't want to see one soul left behind. And the very nature of the challenge that this is, there's going to be a few who drop out along the way. But I don't want that to be you. I don't. There's the fire bombs. I want you in all the way, all the way, all the way. I want you to experience the vividness of your own vision, the vastness of your own vision, and what you have the capacity and the capability to do. You're put here on purpose and for purpose. And boy, oh boy, when you get lit up and you start feeling that in your heart, just get out of the way, right? No one can stop you. Not a soul. Bam. Yes. Linda, yes, you need to do the Hot Melt 30. You all do. Everybody needs to go in there and give it their best. And I'm going to show you tonight exactly how to do that, okay? Watch your email for the link to join the webinar for tonight. It's at 7 p.m. Eastern. It's on Crowdcast, our normal thing, and it's only for people who purchased the plan. But here's the thing. Here's the thing you need to know. This is it. If you can't come, no worries. You'll be able to go back and watch it, and you can get the handouts from there, okay? That's number one. Number two, if you feel this hesitancy and you're saying, I don't know, that just might be a little bit much or what, hesitation is the crack that all your favorite excuses will burst through, drown out your resolve, and sweep you back into the safety of your comfort zone. There's half-assery and there's badassery. And I don't know about you, Hot Melt 30, pinkies up, total badassery. That's what we're doing. So yes, we have all of our tools. Somebody asked me, do you still have the mugs? Do you still have the things? Yes, we have all the things. So the hot melt mug, the mindful mug is still available, though you must hand wash it or you'll be disappointed when you pull it out of the dishwasher, can I say. That's found at savingdinner.com/mug, and get it, for heaven's sakes. Another tool to help you in your success. Another tool, another one. You love that? But wait, there's more. We also have our quote decks. And I'll tell you, these little babies are flying out the door because this is a stack of cosmic 2x4s. Okay, here's one. Old keys won't open new doors. I've been sharing this one and because I've been feeling this one lately. And it sits on my desk in this cute little stand. Ta-da, ta-da, ta-da. And you can find yours and get yours, please. Let's do this. At savingdinner.com/quote. That's where we stash all the good stuff. You know, we've got them stashed around, but we keep them out there for you because I want you to have what you need. You know, I want you to have a successful environment. That's part of the thing. We're also, you're going to love this. I love to do the Fandango with the supplement of the week. This is the Core 4. You get the Core 4. We're also going to send you our crockpot menus. I forget which crockpot menus they are, but we have a whole bunch of them. Jenny's going to put it there. Let Jenny do it. She'll put it in the links and tell us what it all is. But there's a whole ton, 16 weeks, I believe, of menus that come with this. So Core 4, go grab it. If you don't take I take the Core 4 every single day. This is also a part of the equation of feeling vivid. I love that. Who is digging their journal, by the way? I am so loving my journal. I'm in it every single day. I don't want anybody to get perfectionist, though, and miss a day and go, oh, no, now I can't do this anymore. Just jump right back in, okay? Can we make that agreement on that? I just think, it'd be so good. Yes, she who is good at making excuses is rarely good at much else. Ben Franklin. Did he know a thing or two? It's so true. Mm-hmm. So today, as we get ready to climb into today, we'll get really down into the weeds on Hot Melt 30. And by the way, all your questions will be answered. We will stay here, and we will answer all those questions if we have to go until midnight tonight. That's one of the things. Allison said the Take Back Your Life journal is a game changer. It surely is. I have been loving it. It's keeping me on task. And I'm telling you, that's everything we need to do, right? Hey, Steph, good to see you. Carla just got back from getting a stack of composition books. I love it. Carla's my main girl there in Kentucky. I swear I love her. She is just the best. She sent me one of the most beautiful cards I've ever read, and what a support. You know what? I support you, but you guys, do you know what you do for me? I mean, want me to cry? It's just amazing. Anyway, so let's talk about this vast, vivid vision. Let's talk about this, right? Vast, vivid visions are everything. There's my girl, Terry. So I'm going to give you some definitions just right directly from the dictionary. Right? Vast, large, expansive, of very great extent or quantity, immense. What a great word, immense. I forget to use that word. I'm going to start using it now. I love the word immense. Immense is so grand and so huge and so vast. I love immense because immense is what we want, immense blessings. We want immense friendships and relationships and love, don't we? We want that simpatico that we have from each other and in our communities and all of that. That's immense. It means so much. We put a lot of weight on those relationships because it fills our hearts. Have you noticed that? It fills your heart. Do you notice how many times have you just been typing something or reading something in our Hot Melt Sprint group and just started laughing out loud or smiling or saying, oh, because it's not just another online thing. It's an actual real community with a bunch of women who are truly excited about getting together in real life. And I can imagine it's going to be like almost like a reunion, isn't it? Immense. Yes, immense. Such a great word. And then there's the word vivid. This one will light you up. Immense. IMMENSE, Dina. So, and then there's vivid, producing powerful feelings or strong, clear images in your mind. Did fireworks just go off for you? Here's the thing you need to know. And I'm going to say this twice because those who take notes, I want you to write this down. When your vision is vivid, that means that there's some strong emotion attached to it. Okay? Strong emotion attached to a vision gets done somehow. We don't worry about the house. We don't worry about all the other things. You know what we do instead? We just allow for what's going to happen. We allow for the way that God works in mysterious ways. And I've got one thing to tell you too. So my daughter, in the sidebar, so my daughter is moving here in the end of August, and there's some concerns. You know, they want to buy a house, and you know, one of my things has been I want to help my children with a down payment when they come to buy a house. But I can't help that. That's pretty much all I could do. And, you know, the rest is going to be up to them. And fixer uppers is pretty much, you know, the name of the game. So, you know, they're kind of working through their whole financial thing. And don't you know it, some possible really great job for her has just landed that I found and connected them with. And if I told you the person, you'd go, whoa, because she's starting to really get into doing the recipe writing and the recipe testing and photos for food photos, which she's a pro at, obviously, for cookbook authors. And she's making it happen. So, you know, the question is always, well, what am I going to do? How's this all going to work? And then don't you know, something like this just happens to show up. Now, does she have it yet? No, but they're going to be connecting and talking about it. And this is what I know, that when you start to just make a declaration of what it is that you want, have some emotion attached to it. The how shows up coincidentally just when you need it to. Like this house, like all the things, I have journals full of all these little coincidental things, of things that have happened to me along the way, because I had the audacity to not ask how, but instead to allow vivid vision to guide me and to allow that emotion to be stronger than oh, that's never going to work out. That's too hard. When I pushed away from that and leaned in and embraced all of these things that I tell you about, that I get completely lit up about all the time, that's when things started to change in my life. That's when I saw impossible things happen. That's when I saw things that, wow, it was beyond anything that I had ever hoped or dreamed about or even set a goal about, and happened quicker. Like that quick. How is that possible? A vivid vision does that. A vast, vivid vision does that. And I want you, more than anything that I've ever shared with you, I want you to feel this right now. I want it to whomp you. like a cosmic 2x4 inside of your head, on the side of your head. And I want you to feel it in your heart. Let yourself tingle over possibility, not problems, but possibility. Because possibility is where the solutions happen. Possibility is where dreams are made. Possibility opens the door because the old keys won't do it anymore, right? Leisha says, my goals have been so hard. It's been difficult to dream. Like my dream center is rusty. Not anymore, Leisha. If we let go of that, if we say no to that and say, you know what? Once upon a time, that's how I thought. But today, my dreams are vivid. Today, my vision is becoming sharper. Today, I'm connecting with those emotions. It's just huge. And vision, of course, is the faculty or state of being able to see. When we put up obstacles, Leisha, and I'm speaking to you right now, honey, because I don't want you to live in that place. There is no such thing as a rusty dream center. It doesn't exist. It just means you haven't been there very often and you haven't allowed for that. And our allowance, instead of putting up the barriers and saying that it's not enough, or saying, but all these things, but all of this, and but all of that, the buts will hold us back. It won't give us this vivid vision. We won't have the audacity to dream big. We won't have the freedom to feel what it feels like to go there. Because what I'm telling you is it's the freedom to go where you maybe have never gone before. And let me just tell you, things didn't start clicking in for me until I was in my 50s. Because I was always, what about the how? I can't see that. It's too hard. That's where I lived. Even though I was reading personal development books, when it finally clicked in, you know what it was? You know what the one thing was? That your choices are decisions. And when you choose to think that your goals are rusty and hard and it's difficult and all of that, then it will be. Because that's how our brains operate. That's the training thing that we do. And when we do that, we put ourselves back into prison. And the possibility is on the outside, not on the inside. Proverbs 29:18, where there is no vision, the people perish. Now, of course, there's more to that. But why would it start like that? People perish when they don't have a vision. They dry up inside. They feel like their dreams are nothing. They feel like their dreams are not worthy. And yet, all of us who did who've done, here I am right here, you've been doing your journaling. Have you seen how these things are starting to come alive? It's not just the vision, but it's everything that comes with it. And I want to just love you up right now, Leisha. I want to love you up and bring you in. You don't have to stay on the outside. It's time to come in. It's time to look at this and to recognize and realize, just try this. Has anything else worked before? Well, I'm seeing things huge. I'm seeing things hugely. So these three things, vivid, vision, and vivid, vast, vivid, and vision, they're just immensely tied together, aren't they? There it is tonight. I used it immensely. They're all connected and very intimately tied together when you use them. We allow vividness. So when you look at something in vivid color, what do you see? You see saturated color. You see detail. And when you look at that, you're seeing something that's not necessarily the clarity and the know-how to do's and all of that. Not necessarily all the hows are going to come up, but the vision of what you want, which is the most important part, is there. You see the house, you see having the dock with the boat, you see all of these things, and you feel it deep inside. You feel it deep inside, and it connects you to what it is that you want. Now, I'm not about to say that everybody should be sitting there and we should be doing this all, about material ways, but you could also do it. I mean, this Caroline moving here, man, I wanted that. Man, and I worked on that for a long time with her. Why don't you come back? Your in-laws are here. I'm here. And, you're talking about what the cost of living is there and everything. Cost of living would be better. You guys could buy a house. And there you go. There it is. It worked. So vision clarifies, and it helps you either to define or find your purpose as well. And you remember, we're all here on purpose and for purpose. And I believe with all of my heart that our purpose here, why are we here? To help others. What does that look like? I do not know. But each one of us have been given a mission in this life. Each one of us. And it shifts and changes as with the seasons in our lives as well. And we've been through this a few times. Sometimes it's, as hard, difficult as wiping a snotty nose or wiping another butt. Come on, we've all done it, or cleaning up dog pee, whatever. Haven't we? Haven't we all worked on that? But, when we see that our purpose is to help and to be helping others, don't you look at your children with a different eye, or your elderly parent? Don't you see them differently? Like, I'm on a mission here. It's a mission of love, a divine mission put here by God himself, given me this task. And it's more than a task. It's more than begrudging labor or anything like that. It's love. I remember when I first started to feel this and understand this about my own children, instead of like, the laundry, instead of, the constant cleaning up, I saw things with a completely different light, and I needed to, because I was embittered. I was becoming an embittered woman. But I can't remember the exact reasons why. I know it was a Bible verse that was a cosmic 2x4. It was probably the wise woman builds her house, but the foolish one tears it down with her own hands. And I didn't want to tear down my house anymore. I wanted to build. I wanted to love. I wanted to give my children everything that I possibly could. How can you do that when you're an absolute shrew? Screaming at them for this and yelling at them for that, and just, acting so put out. My own mother did that a lot. And, even still, I learned a lot from her. And even still, she somehow got through, we still had a good relationship. But is that any way to live? Not only is that impinging on these little people that you're dealing with, but it's also just wrecking your spirit. And it's robbing you of your own joy of raising these lovely little beings that you've been so blessed to have in your life. You think about that. And that's how we get into this place of understanding the vivid vision and the mission that we have in this life is everything. And we need to get behind it. And we need to pull these things together and get the dreams pulled together. We can if we just make room for it and allow for it and make a decision for it. This is a choice in your life. Do you want a vivid vision in your life? Do you want a vast, vivid vision in your life? Then it's time to start creating that and allowing for that. And I'm just going to add too that when we do this helps us to see beyond ourselves too, by the way. Because a vast, vivid vision, it doesn't just involve us and all the things that we want, it involves the people that we touch and the people that are around us and the love and the life that we can create and connect with every single day. And I'm going to tell you, I did this is, I did not create this particular book, but the contents inside our Amber, of course, did a beautiful job on this. But this is changing me right now because it's making me on a daily basis, because of the discipline of writing down those 3 goals every single day. I am aware my reticular activating system is going off, and I am blessing the socks out of the things that are my work that I'm doing. I'm looking at things in a different light, and I'm looking at my relationships in a different light. And I'll tell you what, Mark Siviak's smiling quite a bit because I am loving him up. I am very deliberately loving him up every single day. That's my mission. That's my job. That's my delight. And that's yours too. You get to do that with your people. So how do we do this then? How do we create? And this, Leisha, is for you. Okay. I hope you're writing these things down, and I hope you're still here, and I hope you're hearing this, and I hope this warms your heart. How do we do this? Well, first things first, we have to calm down and we have to meditate so that we can see, so that we can create, so we can go beyond all the limitations and obstacles that we either think we see or that are actually there. We have to go beyond all of that, but we need to get centered. Do you remember whoever was there at the workshop on Saturday? We started with a meditation. We did it also with Full Bloom, because when we do that, we get to clarity. When we do that, we get to this calm, and it instantaneously, if you did your breath work and you saw what your heart rate was before and after, it literally brings your heart rate down. It calms, it soothes, and it calms inflammation and your sympathetic nervous system as well. It's incredible what meditation does. It's just how your body works. So doing that's going to help you to see. It's also going to help you create. Number 2, what if? Oh my goodness. You ready for this? What would your lovely life look like if you started to ask the right question? The what if question. What if helps to open the door to this new life? It helps to open the door to this vast, vivid vision that only you can hold. Only you can hold. Your vision and my vision are 2 different things. But I dare you to go big. I dare you to open it up and say, this is what I want. This is what it could be. What if I blah, 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 whatever it is. You know what I'm talking about. And if you've done this before and you've done this work, you know what? You're going to have a little hesitation and you're going to say, oh, I don't know about this. Well, remember, that's your comfort zone screaming at you and saying, come back. Get out of the comfort zone. The comfort zone is only meant to hold you back. Hold you back. It's like a Twilight Zone thing where, you get on the couch and the arms come out and hold you and you're like held prisoner. Forget it. Life's way too short for that. You're not going to get Sunday back again. You know that? Last Sunday, the one we just had, that's gone forever, by the way. But you have this today, you have Monday. You may have tomorrow too, and maybe the next day after that. If we cherish and treasure each day as the gift that it is, living with a vivid vision in front of us, and maybe spending a little time, and maybe even using our journal to plan some of this stuff out, you're going to see a vastly, there it is, immense, different life. What do you want to do? What else is important for this whole thing? Feeling it vividly. Feel the good feels of what it would feel like to have X, Y, and Z on your list. Feel that. Have you noticed when you feel that? Have you noticed what that feels like? Have you noticed that there's just maybe a little, butterflies about that? Or just like, ooh, do I even dare go there? Oh, I'm daring you, go there. I'm double dog daring you, go there. When you go there, you know what happens? You start to light up. You feel this stuff. And then, I want you to remember too that this vivid vision, this vast vivid vision that you have is going to include other people. But I also want you to understand too, it's going to include them, but it doesn't preclude what it is that you want. In other words, other people, I don't want you creating this to please others, because then you're just dancing for someone else, You're dancing for someone else. And you're keeping yourself in a place where you're trying to please everybody. And people pleasing will never help create a vivid vision for yourself. People pleasing is pretty dead end, as a matter of fact. And sometimes you just, you just have to say, sorry, that's just blah, blah. Can't work for me. And it sucks out your energy, and you don't get to the place of emoting over a vision like that when it's done to please somebody else. So number 5, the other way that you get all of this, these are all the feels and whatnot, but then you got to sit down with a piece of paper and brain dump this whole thing out. Now, if you are part of our journal group and you have a Take Back Your Life journal, we sent the homework with a perfect, I mean, how many pages of just brain dumpy stuff for all those areas of your life? And I remember, I think it was Emily who spent so much time on it. It was so great. She spent so much time on it. She had to download it again and keep writing it out. But that's how you get to this place of being able to create a vivid, vibrant, fast vision. All the V's. Write it out. Just drop it all in there and see what happens. And then number 6 is you reverse engineer it. Well, what is this going to look like? I say we use 12-week segments. When we use 12-week segments, then the urgency and the immediacy of this becomes a little bit more pronounced than just 1 year from now. 1 year from now seems really long until all of a sudden it comes up and we realize we haven't looked at our goals for a whole year. That's why New Year's resolutions are pretty much worthless. So when we reverse engineer it, we get to work on how that's all going to work out and what that's going to be. And we make steps for it and we make things to do, and it's a daily thing. And the consistency just happens because it's written out and there it is. It's pretty cool how this whole thing works. And then the other one is a vision board. And I'll tell you, I've got 2 of them over there, and I'll show and tell them. But right now they're sitting on my wall. But my vision boards have been everything. They have words in them to remind me of who I am and what I want to be or what I need to be focused on. They have visions, of course, just different. I've got Denise Austin. I got a picture of her like this because she's older than me and she's got some guns on her. That's why. That's why I use that. I got all of this, and the things are on your vivid vision board. They're there to make you pay attention. These are vibrancy ingredients, by the way, that make you go, pew, pew, pew. Write it out. Yeah, there's Emily. She wrote out everything. She took the world by storm. And this is how she was able to corral her horses, so to speak. And then, bada bunk, bada bunk, bada bunk. There came her goals. And then out of all that, we drill it down to 3 goals. And then we write them out every day. That's the secret sauce. And when we do that, we're going to start, really creating this. Well, I'm here to tell you now and I'm telling you to book this right now. Book this September 10th, 11th, and 12th. This is when we're going to be having full bloom in person here in Brevard, North Carolina. Closest airport is Asheville, 17 miles away. And I'm going to tell you right now, we're going to do a vision board workshop. I have collected so many magazines. And you can ask Terry. She's here. She's somewhere in the comments. Terry has been there, and she's made her vision boards. The vision boards, and I'm always astounded when we do vision boards as a group. They always come out differently, and they won't be too big, so you can take them home. But I'm going to tell you, they're going to light you up. They're going to help you to see, and they're going to help create everything that we're just talking about. Because sometimes we need it's like putting training wheels on a bike, right? That's what a vision board does. And it helps us to see the things that we want to see and the things that we want in our lives. And they work. They're just super effective. They do their magic. This is why we have, the quote decks and our mugs. This mindful mug isn't a coffee mug. It's a mindful mug, and it teaches you how to be mindful at the table. All of these things work together to create a vast, vivid vision for you. And for that, all I want to say to you is let's light everything up. Joanne, bring your craft supplies. Yes, you know what? I'm taking donations for craft supplies. I am. Because in September, when we have our thing, and I know you guys all have like 8 million of them. I know you all do. Well, Marianne, we want you there in September. Mark's creating, we're going to have a steak dinner. We're going to have dry farm wines. We're going to do, for those of you who decide to do the Friday night VIP meet and greet, it's going to be here at my home and on the boat. Seriously, this is lit. You need to start making plans. We're getting all the details down. We're getting everything. I'm telling you, the whole thing's coming together. But all of this, what we're talking about right now, this is all going to be happening when you're going to be with like-minded women doing like-minded things. And you're going to leave just ready to duct tape your head closed, because it's going to be awesome. Anyway, V week, who knows what tomorrow better is. Too much vision board glitter to carry on. That's hilarious. That drive is fallacious though, Sarah. You don't want to do it. I've done it. I've done it a couple of times. She's asking, Debbie's asking, is it all 3 days or 1 day? Here's how it works. Friday night is a VIP meet and greet. It's optional. You don't have to do it. Strong suggestion you do it, because it's going to be pretty cool. It's going to be here at my house. Wear your best garb, wear your cocktail outfits. I want you to dress up and come on out. That's how it's going to be. Then that's Friday night, and we're going to do it here in my home, and we're going to go down to the and bring your full-blown flip-flops too. And then we're going to go down to the boat for some boat cruises. And believe me, we have a teeny tiny lake, so you'll be up and around. Mark's going to be Captain Mark. Caroline will be here. Saturday, it's all-day conference, and we're going to go from early in the morning. I'm going to feed you. You're going to be all taken care of. You will be getting, guess what you get in the morning? Target Trifecta smoothies. Yay! We'll have smoothies in the morning. We'll have our lunch. We will have a bone broth break around 4:30, and then we'll have an epic dinner with everything, of course, all the veggies and everything. It's just delicious and wonderful. And then Sunday, again, optional, but you're invited back to my house, those are who are still here, to have a Bloody Mary breakfast, brunch. It's optional, but I have a feeling we're going to have a few people. That's how it's going to work. And I'm sorry, I shouldn't be talking about this yet. We don't even have a page ready for it. I don't even know how much it's going to cost. A lot of this is dependent on the purveyors and the donations that we're going to get and people who want to do that. So it's all up in the air. So the virtual part will be on Saturday. The whole thing will be on Saturday. That's the virtual part. Yes, you can take part of that. We will be posting pictures, though. Everybody's going to be going crazy on that. So I'm going to let you go. We went over a little bit today, but fun or what? I'm sorry. Vivid vision. I've got a vivid vision for this, and it includes you. So I hope you're going to be a part of it. And tonight, remember, if you are a part of the Hot Melt 30, and for heaven's sakes, get on that. savingdinner.com/3030. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to go through the whole thing. I'm going to show you how to use the checklist, what a day's going to look like, and get you so excited that you're not going to be able to wait until June 1st. That's going to be the day after Memorial Day weekend, which is absolutely perfect. Dare I say it? It is. Get ready for it. June 1st through June 30th is the Hot Melt 30, and it's going to be fire. You guys are the best. I will. I know you will too. Peace be with you. I'll see you tomorrow for Transformational Tip Tuesday. Bye.
Thanks for watching. You can find us on YouTube on the Saving Dinner channel or on the Saving Dinner Facebook page. Check back daily for new episodes, Monday to Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern. If you missed the live show, you can watch the replay. Until next time, pinkies up.